Well guys, what's the crack? It's Honora Sims here and welcome back to my channel. So today is a speed build. Finally I'm back. I've been lacking on the build side of things the past week. To be quite honest, I was just a little bit uninspired to build because we were waiting for the brilliant update that brought the platforms, which are just an absolute game changer. I am so happy with them. There's some things about them that are a little bit annoying. A lot of people have pointed this out, but hopefully they will be fixed in the future. So this build is basically me exploring the platform tool. It was kind of the first build I tried to do just to sort of get the hang of the platforms. Well, I did a little bit of renovating in my off-screen family that I play in that house, and then I wanted to make a build for YouTube. And basically I had put up an image on Twitter of the bathroom that I did in that off-screen house, and it kind of blew up. Well, I say blew up. It had like 60 or 70 likes or something like that. Basically the Sims liked it, and I don't even know how they found it because I didn't put the Sims at the Sims anything. I literally wrote platforms with the love heart eyes and a picture taken on my phone, not even a proper screenshot of the bath that I did using the platforms. So I had a few people commenting on the tweet saying, oh, please make a video showing how to do this. So it's not a tutorial, this video, because there's lots of really good platform tutorials out there, and I'm certainly not an expert. I'm still figuring them out, so I didn't really think it was right to make a tutorial. But you will see in this video a few different ways that I've used the platforms to kind of make interesting things. And there's definitely more ways of doing it than just what's in this video. But this is kind of what I was playing about with. And you'll see me at the start. I eventually get the hang of not drawing the platforms. You can kind of see here because it keeps deleting the wall. So the best thing to do is, if you're placing a platform in a room that's already made, is to draw a room with the wall tool of the area that you want to be a platform, and then raise it or lower it, and then delete the walls, because it will delete the walls when you put a platform down. And this is one of the big negatives I have with platforms, and I think I've seen a lot of people have with platforms, is this deleting rooms. Especially, oh my god, when I went back to renovate the house that I had made for my off-screen save, and you put the platforms in and my walls got deleted, and I was like, no, because I had so much clutter and decorations on the wall, and I was like, oh my god, what is happening? I was gonna cry. Obviously the undo button fixed it all, and I realized, yeah, if I use the wall, and I did realize that then, and I'm still doing it in this build, but it took a while for me to get into the habit of just building a room. Like, you'll see me do it there. I've built a room and then I lower and delete the walls. So yeah, it's much easier to do it that way. Less damage to your precious builds that will happen. So yeah, the things I've done with platforms in this build, I've made a sort of split level sunken living area. I have done my little bathroom trick, which I think I'll probably use that as the thumbnail for this video, because I have to say it is honestly probably my favorite thing so far that I have seen that you can do with the platforms. There's two things in the bathroom that I do with the platforms that you'll see. But we're on the living space now, and it's fairly simple. So I've made a sunken living space, and I've also made a sunken entrance when you come into the house. So you're down when you come in, and then you step up to this kitchen area, and then you step down again to go into the living space. And this is quite a small house. Originally I was like, I'm gonna make a starter. I was like, yeah, I'm gonna make a starter home. That went out the window so fast. Because before I had even furnished, this was nearly worth like 17,000 simoleons. So yeah, it's not a starter home by price. It's a starter home by size, 100%, but definitely not by price. But I wasn't feeling in the mood to try to limit myself, and I knew I wanted to do lots of clutter and all that kind of stuff. So yeah, it's that starter home idea went out the window. But sorry, here we are doing the bathtub. So, but what I've basically done is drawn this kind of, I guess, U-shape area with the wall tool, and then raised it up like a platform. And I'm also creating a sunken shower area over here. So again, I have made this area that I'm sinking down that the shower is going to go into. And also, God, there's like 3 levels here, because when you come in the door, it's on a height, and then you go down and you go down again to go into the shower. But this area for the bathtub, this is my favorite thing, and I don't know how long it's going to take for me to get sick of it because I'm doing it in every bathroom that I've made since the platforms came out. And side note, I think I've said this before, I actually really like doing bathrooms. A lot of people hate furnishing bathrooms, but they're actually one of my favorite rooms to do. I really, really like them. But yeah. So this was a perfect opportunity to use those tiles that came with Jungle Adventure. I love them, and they're perfect because they have the matching wall color, so you can kind of have this tiles where you need them, almost like a splashback. I really, really like them. So as you can see, I did the platform around the bathtub and put the bathtub in there, and I used half walls around the platform to get the tiles, to be able to put the tiles on. And I've used the smallest half wall along the bathtub. That is functional for your Sims to go and take a bath. However, it doesn't work to wash toddlers in, or to wash dogs, yeah, not cats. You can't wash cats in this game. Yeah, so it's not functional for that. But just to take a bath in, it's completely functional. And this still looks good with the small half wall taken away. So you can do it like that if you want it to function like that. But what I would do is, if I was having a toddler or a dog or whatever, I would probably have a second bath that I could use for that if I really, really wanted this look in. And what I'm doing here is I'm using planters that go on the wall. So you're able to bring them down, up and down, because they're against the wall. And I've move objects on. Yeah, I'm assuming you need move objects for this. I kind of just had it on the whole time. Yeah, but I would assume because it's going into the floor. Yeah, so it's going into the platform, so you don't see the bottom of it. So it kind of looks like it's almost a planter bed in the platform. And yeah, that looks really cool. I think you can do more with that with other planters. I think James Turner might have something. I still have to catch up with a lot of the Snowy Escape and platform tutorials, to be honest. I was kind of excited to just explore it myself, and then I'll watch a load of tutorials, because the last thing I want is to watch the tutorials and then have it in my head, and then I feel like I'm copying something that someone else did. But when I showed my sister this, she had said that it's like James Turner's trick, so I think he did something like that with the planter box. I will go and watch them, but as I said, I just wanted to kind of explore the platforms myself before I started watching YouTube videos and tutorials on it. But anyway, as you can see, this is great because you can clutter up that platform to your heart's content in the bathroom. So you can basically like have all your bathroom clutter around the bath, or you could keep it minimalist if that's the style you wanted. I personally love cluttering up the bathrooms. But yeah, I'm in love with that little technique, and you're gonna see it in probably every build that I put up for the next while, so sorry about that. But anyway, this is the little sort of loft bedroom area, and I really love this. I'm kind of going back and forth, it's not very cohesive. I like going back and forth around this house. Oh yeah, because I was messing around with the fireplace, and I can't actually remember what way I think I left it raised like that. You can have it lowered down, but I think I liked the idea of it being raised, because in real life your fireplace a lot of the time will be kind of raised up like the mantelpiece, so I thought that looked kind of nice. But you could obviously lower it down if you wanted, but I thought it made it kind of more of a statement piece to be raised up like that. But yeah. I'm going, as you can see, for the black and white theme here. Everything is black and white, except for the bathroom. I had the colour in there, had to get it in somewhere. Yeah. So I lowered it down. Oh, and I put that nice tile, so it kind of looks like a slate mantelpiece. Yeah, I like that. This is very modern for me, this style. And even you saw at the start, I was originally doing a normal peaked roof, and then I remembered, oh no, you can make really cool flat roofs with the platforms. And I never do flat roofs. Obviously I did in that modern mansion builds that I did, which I might actually go back and add platform flat roofs into, because they look really good. So yeah, I was doing the peaked roof, and then I was like, oh no, I'm doing a platform build, I should definitely include the flat roofs. So that's what I did. I love the idea of having a bedroom where the bed is like raised off the ground. I think especially for kids' rooms and toddler rooms, although obviously having the stairs is a whole other thing, because with a kids' room you could have a ladder and it's almost like you're making a bunk bed, although it's not really, because you can't build under the platforms. If you could build under the platforms, I mean, that would be pretty cool. Maybe I'm gonna have to investigate this now. Can we make bunk beds with platforms? Is this a thing? This needs some investigation. But I do like the idea of it being raised up. I think, yeah, for kids and toddlers and even teenagers, it'll be pretty cool. Obviously for kids and toddlers, they aren't as tall, so they won't bang their heads. They'll actually be able to go up. You could make the platform quite tall where you put the bed on, but for adults it has to be a bit shorter. Now, I haven't tested out how tall you can actually go, but I will. As you can see, I was desperately trying to include this rug because I only discovered it, even though it came with I think it came with City Living. So but I only found it again, it was one of those I was searching for a certain colour, so I had that swatch. I found that swatch, I had never seen it before, and I used it in my off-screen build, and I was like, I really want to use it in this build because I just really liked it, but it just wasn't fitting, so I took it out. I'm referring to the kind of gold tiger stripe, or zebras. No, it's tiger stripe. Just, I realised I didn't actually say what rug I was referring to. But yeah, platforms are brilliant, and they're actually, they seem a little bit complicated at first, but the more you play about with them, the easier it is to get the hang of. I have a feeling they're going to do a patch update to fix them a little bit. I think they are just a touch buggy, and I've seen a few people kind of say that, so I think they will definitely put out some kind of update for the platforms, just to make them a little bit more user friendly. I think if you weren't someone that used build mode a lot, or you were kind of new to the game, I don't know, they might be a little bit confusing. Like it did take me, as I say, it took me a while to figure out not to just put them down, to use the wall tool to build the room, which I don't know, you probably shouldn't need to. And I have noticed as well, when you're putting items near the edge of the platforms, they kind of jump to the bottom floor, and vice versa. When you're trying to put something on the ground near the platform, it jumps up onto the platform, you know, if you're using the Alt key to try to place it. Similar to how foundations were. Now I know they updated the foundations that it doesn't happen as bad, but it still is happening, and it's happening with the platforms, and I definitely think that needs to be fixed, because with a platform you should definitely be able to put things close to the edge, although it doesn't happen with everything. For example, I was able to place couches right up to the edge of the platform and they didn't jump, but I tried to place a lamp one of the times right in the corner of the platform, where close to the edge, and it kept jumping up to the higher level. And I think certain plants and decor items will do that. So I would hope that maybe they would put in a fix for that, just to make them a little bit more user friendly. But with all new things, I suppose there's teething issues with those things. So now I'm just working on the back garden, and I was trying to use some platforms, and I was actually trying to put a pool in, but it wasn't working. I couldn't put a pool in the platform, which I thought was strange, because you can put a pool in a foundation. So I don't know if I was just maybe doing something wrong or what, but it wasn't working for me. So then I thought, you know what, this is such a small, why on earth would there be a pool at the back garden anyway? But I was just trying to experiment with the platforms and pools and see, was there anything cool you could do? And again, I mean, there probably is. Like, as I say, I haven't watched any of the tutorials out there. I've seen that there are tutorials, but I haven't really watched them, because, as I say, I just wanted to figure it out. But I ended up going with a kind of simple back garden. There isn't like major landscaping going on here. I just gave them the barbecue and I give them a table. I don't know what table I actually end up giving them. Oh yeah, and I put the pergola out as well, in that darker swatch, because it's nice. I just give them a normal bench now that I have Snowy Escape, because I built this before I had Snowy Escape. It was just when the update came out, I would put the new bench. There's a new bench that comes with that pack, and it has the little faux fur kind of rugs on the benches, and it's really nice. So I would probably put that out in it now. But yeah, I like how this turned out. It's just a small little house. It was just me trying to experiment with the platforms and see what could be done. There is 100% more things you can do with platforms than just this, but the bathtub is definitely one of my favorites. I wish I had a bath like that. But yeah, that's pretty much it, guys. It is coming up to the screenshots, so I'm going to end this voiceover here. If you like this video, please give it a like. Let me know in the comments what you think, and please let me know any cool things to do with the platforms that you have discovered. I am really excited to learn new things. And yeah, please subscribe if you haven't already. I have lots of content coming your way. I am back at it. These platforms have completely inspired me. All right, I'm away.